Hi, I'm John Bongiovanni. I'm in charge of sailing instruction here at the Cal Sailing Club in Berkeley, California. This is a short video showing you how to recover your boat after it capsizes. We're going to be talking about capsize recovery for a single-handed boat. That's when you're sailing by yourself, which is what most of us are doing right now under COVID. These boats can and will capsize. It's a part of the sport. You'll be learning in your on-the-water lessons how to avoid capsizes, but regardless how good you are, they are going to happen. And they're not a big deal. If you know what you're doing, if you keep calm and remember your checklist, you'll have the boat up in no time. We're going to be talking about the basics of capsize recovery using this model of a keel boat. All of our boats have a float on the top of the mast, so that when they capsize, they don't go any farther than this in the water. You're basically going to climb up, down onto the centerboard with a line, and using a combination of your body weight on the centerboard and the line, lever the boat up. For most people, you're going to need the line and you're going to have to lean back to get the force necessary to bring the boat up. There are several lines you can use to help you right the boat, and I'm going to show you each of them and how to rig them. My favorite, because I think it's the easiest to use, is the bow line or the bow painter, which is right here. Now, we're going to imagine that the boat is capsized this way, with the starboard side in the water and the port side up. So I'm going to be climbing up the port side and down onto the centerboard. So what I'm going to do is take the bow painter and run it under the mast, and then I'm going to bring it up with me like this, and the line running around the mast is giving me leverage. Another option you can use is the jib sheet. If you use the jib sheet, you want to make sure to pull the stopper nut against the fairlead. Pull this way, that's where the tension is, and not against the sail, which could damage the sail. Now, the problem with this on these boats rigged for single handing with the jib sheets tied together is that this may not be long enough. You may not be able to get out far enough on the centerboard. You can fix that if you want to take the time by untying this and putting a stopper nut in at the end. Another line you could use is the main halyard, which you'd uncoil, wrap around the mast for security, and run out to you. It's plenty long. The main disadvantage of it is it's pretty thin compared to the bow painter, so it's a bit rougher on your hands. What you absolutely do not want to do is use the main sheet, because as you pull in on the main sheet, it's going to tighten up the sail. As the boat comes up, it's going to power the sail and knock you back down. There's a simple checklist to right the boat that includes 5 steps. Number 1, stay with the boat. Stay connected to the boat, holding on to something, because in the wind and the waves, it can blow away from you faster than most of us can swim. Number 2, uncleat all of the lines, the main sheet, the jib sheet, and the vang, so that the sails don't power up as you come up. It'll make it easier to recover. Number 3, get the line ready that you're going to use to help you right the boat. Number 4, climb up the inside of the boat and drop down to the centerboard with the line in your hand. Number 5, grab the line, get to the end of the centerboard, lean back and wait, and the boat will come up. Ideally, as the boat comes up, you climb into the boat, but that's not necessary. If you don't get into the boat as it's coming up, just hold on to the boat, work your way around to the back of the boat or the transom, and swim in over the transom. Get your legs out, kick, and as you kick, pull yourself into the boat, holding on to the hiking straps. As you're doing it, watch the position of the tiller. Try to keep it straight so the boat doesn't turn downwind on you as you're climbing into the boat. This is a quick, basic introductory video to capsize recovery. There's a much more detailed treatment in a 3-part series by Camille on the Cal Sailing website, covering such aspects as what to do with crew, how capsize recovery varies a little bit with different boat types, and different ways of doing some of the steps that I showed you. So that's all there is to it. When it happens to you, keep calm, remember your checklist, and do it. You're going to have to do it for your novice test and in higher winds for your junior test. When you're coming back from a nice sail on a warm day, you might just take a swim, cool off, practice it again. The more you do it, the more confident you'll be, the easier it will be when you have to do it.